We're going to switch right over here. We have another guest coming on, and Robert has been on my show before, talking about raising the awareness in young people of what occurred in 1939, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45.
Yes, it was a long process. It was a global insult to humanity, and we have a contest.
It was a global pogrom that wasn't a pogrom. It was more than that.
We have a contest that is aimed at middle school and high school students. It's a completely non-commercial project that doesn't cost any money to enter it or anything like that. We aim at middle school and high school kids in part because it's an impressionable age. What they hear in school at those ages is influential to them. And now we have a legacy of 40, 50 years of this contest going on every year without interruption. I've been involved probably for 30 years, chairing it for 19 years, I calculated.
But it raises the awareness. I mean, okay, so just recently we heard of a state that banned the discussion or teaching of the Holocaust. And we'll go on. It was Florida. Okay. Which I was alarmed. But then I looked, and they're banning everything, everything that they can come up with. So what you're doing to me is, because we haven't banned anything here on that level, you're raising awareness at an impressionable age. So what do they say? If you know history, you're not going to repeat it, or you try not to repeat it. I don't know. Actually, I'm not so sure about that, but that's what they say.
Well,
the
lessons of history are often not very good ones.
Yeah.
I've been involved with this for 19 years now. I've been involved longer. I've been chairing it for 19 years, and it's time. I mean, I'm going to be 77 before the next one starts. And a lot of people my age are dead. So I know I can't keep this up forever. And we have a wonderful associate, started as an intern, Danielle Haft, who is willing to take this on, and she's
ready to do it. And she couldn't be here today, or else she would have been
out of town. And I would have preferred to let her talk about herself, but she's very modest. Maybe it's better that I do it anyway.
Okay.
7 years she's gained my trust. She comes to the essay contest with great credentials. She pursued mixed major and minor subjects, including Judaic studies. She was on the Hillel Executive Board and was the chair of the Jewish Life section of that board at college in Albany.
So she's committed.
Yeah, she has great connections within the Jewish community, including at levels of rabbis. Mm-hmm. And she's very creative. Eventually I started asking her to suggest some essay topics because she's better at it than I am. And she also went...
You're too modest.
She also went to Poland to visit 3 concentration camps.
Warsaw, yeah.
Well,
Warsaw Ghetto.
Well, she visited Auschwitz and Treblinka and one of the other ones.
Those were horrible.
And she probably also went to... Anyway, the point here is, what did she do after that? She went to high schools and middle schools and talked about her visits to these concentration camps. This is the perfect person, and I can't do this forever. She's willing to do it.
Carry on the torch.
The iron was hot, and I said to myself, you know what? She deserves this. And then she got 7 years of experience with the contest and became a member of our judging panel as well. She's great.
It's a no-brainer.
Well, thanks.
No, I mean, really. I mean, it sounds like the perfect person that you could have allied with.
Yes, it was a fortuitous situation. I was very pleased to be able to do it. I will work in the background because we have all kinds of reports to do and funding to raise and so on.
It's a big deal.
It's a big responsibility, and she has a job.
But the thing, yeah, well, that's another thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that this is not just for B'nai B'rith. It's not just for this group or that group. It's throughout the area that you're soliciting essays.
Yeah, we have a 12-county contest area.
We need to show that this is big.
Oh yeah, this is a regional thing, and the people who participate in this become parents, voters, community leaders. These are people who by now have entered adulthood in these wonderful
19
roles.
years you've been doing this, right?
Well, and the thing's been going on a lot,
Yeah,
double that
well.
amount of time. And these people are now adults. This is our legacy. There are thousands, probably tens of thousands of people who were influenced by this contest. And I'm very happy to have her take it over and bring the energy of a younger person to it. And I will bring the wisdom of an older person in the background.
Well, we gotta work together.
We work together.
Yeah. What do you see as the common theme of these essays, or can you even address that? I mean, is it like the horrors of it, or we're not going to do it again, or how did this ever happen? Where are you going?
It's a great question because inside each of us is the desire to commemorate what happened and the tragedies. I am motivated, and I think everyone else involved in this is motivated by prevention of this type of thing from happening in the future. And I don't think we've been very successful as a planet, as a country, and of course our 12-county area probably has some more that we could do. We try to get some publicity. There is a photograph that may be displayed.
There it is. Okay, you have that up. Let's talk about that.
Showing a couple of the people who won first
There we go.
prize.
Maybe you can address that.
First prize in the middle school and first prize in the high school. We have an award ceremony in June where these essays get read. The award ceremony is recorded. We try to get some publicity for it, and that article in the Jewish World, a regional Jewish newspaper, exemplifies what we do. And me being here and you being kind enough to put up with me exemplifies what we do.
Yeah.
And it's just great.
It's my pleasure, actually. It's my pleasure to bring this to the front.
Well, and it's great that you do, and you have my undying, well, I can't guarantee that, but my undying thanks for it and appreciation for it.
It was a horrible time, and it's almost inconceivable that. Did he call it the final solution? Was there a name for it?
That was in a memo someplace. Yes,
Yeah.
that's where the term came up in World War II during the.
How you wonder, how could a human being conceive of this, and yet it occurred not just in his own mind. He was able to mobilize and create this, and then you hear, well, we lived in Germany, we didn't know that was happening, and yet I talked to a gentleman who I think I'm probably talking to that found Hitler's hat, and Merowitz, his name is Richard Merowitz, he's since passed on, and when he asked those people, he said there's no way that they could not have known because it was so close to towns. And,
Well,
and
like I said,
maybe your a new protege can attest to that.
we are in a world where this is happening now and continues to happen, which we address in the future. And if you just look at Ukraine right now, you can see the importance of this issue, because you ask the question, how can a person, and the answer is, there are too many people. How can they, and why do they do it, and how do they do it? And people listen to them and believe them or pretend to believe them, whatever it is. They're powerless, or they think they're powerless. We do what we can, and it makes my life better to do it. I
Yeah.
hope it will make Danielle's life better
Raise the awareness,
as well
keep raising awareness.
to do it.
But it's frightening to think that one person could have started this and gotten backing and you know, and it's always like the scapegoat. Now, in that instance, it was the Jewish people, it was scapegoat there because of the economy. And then it's the blacks, or it's the immigrants, or, you know, there's always got to be a scapegoat in order to mobilize people who are looking for a reason.
Well, each year we try to select an essay topic that is germane to one of those issues. This year it was Ukraine. We try to pick something that will resonate with students so that they won't be ignorant, won't be inclined to claim that they were ignorant. We are putting them in a position to do their own research on a historical event and translate those experiences and insights from the past to how they should behave and comport themselves in the future as our community's leaders, as our parents, as our teachers, as our voters.
Well, raising awareness is always the best thing. And the fact that you've got children doing this, I'm sure they're having their parents read their articles before it's turned in. So you're kind of spreading that out so that there's more and more input and awareness to it. I hope that you will come back again. I know that you're retiring from this position, but please come back again when the new person comes on.
I will attempt to do that, and if she'll have me and you'll have me, I will.
It wouldn't be talking about the Holocaust unless you were here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for all you do, really. I can't tell you how appreciative I am of people like you that are doing things to make wrongs right, to make, you know what I'm saying, maybe I didn't say it right, to correct the thing.
I charge at a lot of windmills. Do a lot of damage.
Well, what is it, what was this, the Don Quixote there?
Yeah.
Good to see you, Bob. Take care.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.